You put the bomb on? Who told you to put the bomb on? I didn't tell you to put the bomb on. Why'd you put the bomb on? You haven't even been to see the doctor. If you're gonna put a bomb on, let a doctor put a bomb on.
I guess I screwed up, huh, Jackie?
You damn right you screwed up. Where the hell did you get that damn bomb anyway?
The maestro.
The who? What are you talking about, maestro?
My friend, he's a conductor.
Oh, so a maestro tells you to put a bomb on and you do it?
Well, my stomach was burning.
I'll tell you what this is. This is a public humiliation.
Well, I didn't know the bomb was gonna work.
Do you know what a bomb is? You ever seen a bomb? Didn't you read the instructions?
Well,
No one can tell what a bomb's gonna do. They're unpredictable.
But I'm sorry, Jackie.
Pull over here, driver. This is it.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. This is Jonathan Riley for Maximal Exposure. And what you have just heard was the best of Jackie Childs. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackie Childs. If you've heard any other of my uploads, you may have heard that I am a big Seinfeld fan, and I like to add a little humor, a little spice to my uploads, so you won't have to hear my boring drone of a voice the entire time, so that you can get some type of enjoyment. But today I want to talk about something interesting that happened to me today that happened to do with business. And as I said, I own a business called Maximal Exposure, where we provide online promotions for small businesses. And I've been turned down by clients before, of course. I mean, it happens to the best of us. I would be lying if I did not say that each time it took a little piece out of me because I mean, I don't believe in that whole birthday thing like Aquarius and Leos. But I am a Virgo, and I heard Virgos are very sensitive, so maybe that's it. But I think I'm just a sensitive person by nature. And the interview went well. The proposal went well. I was contacted by the individual. The individual is the owner of a liquor store, a liquor distribution store, as a matter of fact. And he gave me 3 days upon me talking to him. He gave me 3 days to come up with a proposal, an online advertising proposal, which I did. And during those 3 days, of course, I worked very, very hard, as I do with all of my clients. Worked very hard. I mean, just did all of my research, dotted my T's, crossed my I's, came up with a proposal that I thought would be good for his particular business, and went and met him today at the pre-set time and date. And what was weird about it, like I said, I've been turned down for clients have turned me down for my services before, even after doing all the hard work and all the research and doing my little pitch, my little proposal of what I think would be good for their what type of online campaign would be good for their business. But I never had a client that, you see, when I go in, I'm assuming that the client wants to advertise. I assume that's the reason why he contacted me. So I went in there with an online advertising pitch, online advertising proposal. Everything went well. I mean, no voices were raised. We never fought or anything like that. But when I first went in, you know, I did the proposal in his quote unquote office. It was in front of the store, and he has a desk there where the cash register is, and he has a chair beside it. So I sat down in the chair. Customers are coming in and out, and that sometimes happens. Small business owners. He had maybe 3 or 4 people working for him. They worked in the back. He worked at the register. So between customers, we would, of course, talk about his what I thought would be a good, what I thought was a good online promotion campaign for him. But instead, I found myself, instead of, as usual, doing my little pitch. Usually, I do a lot of research on the particular client's competitors in the local area. I do research on if the client is online or not, if they have misinformation or any bad reviews, and then I assess exactly what the product or service the client offers, and then I, come, present my proposal. But instead, I found myself listening the whole time about how much this guy did not want to advertise his business. And the reason he gave it was because he didn't want to be known. And I was like, well, I did, maybe I should have, but I did not ask him, well, why did you contact me to do this proposal or anything like that? Like I said, I sat there and listened. He brought up the ATF and brought up the IRS and said that everyone is looking over his shoulder, and if he began to advertise, that they would think he is big time and would go after him even more than they are now. He said the ATF and the IRS and are looking over his shoulder and making note of every cent he makes, and he has to call them, and they call him on a daily basis, and he just says that they're riding him real hard, and if they see him online with this website and social media sites and blogs, that they would somehow think he's making this extra boatload of money and would squeeze him even more. And, like I said, clients turning me down. Okay, I'm getting used to it by now, but this one was kind of strange. And, I ended up listening to him, and my attitude is, okay, I've had, and I wouldn't call him strange, but I've had, maybe eccentric clients before. Put it like this: I've dealt with different personalities, different types of business owners, and with different types of personalities. Some more eccentric than others. And my whole goal is, especially when I'm being interviewed to be hired, my motto is to plow through. All right, sit here, listen to the guy. He's going to have to take a break sometimes. He's going to have to end at some point. Then that's when I step in and give my pitch. And that's exactly what I did. Sat there, listened to the guy, the IRS, the ATF, So, I present him with I don't like to bore clients with statistics. I had this list of statistics that if you have a website, it increases your business such and such percent. A blog, it increases. I had all these statistic numbers, but I don't start off with that. I start off with what services I provide and what type of what type of business I promote you as on those particular websites and social media sites. That's what I start off with. How I want to present you to the world. And I wanted to the way I wanted to present him was the number one alcohol supplier in his particular area. So after I gave my proposal, he just started. That's when he started in with the, oh, I can't do that. I'm being squeezed as it is. If I get this, if I get online, if I get this big website, or if I'm all over the web, as he put it, like he'll be looked upon as this big time, money making guy, and the IRS and the ATF will come down on him even harder. So I ended up, not getting the job, and like as usual, I it was it ended me trying to convince the client that of how important advertising is to his business, to a business, period. I mean, the whole thing ended up with me explaining very fluently, I thought, very astutely, very clearly, very, based on my experience, trying to convince this guy how important advertising is to not just a small business, but to any business. And I gave an example. I was like, and he said, oh, advertising doesn't work. So I asked him, I said, have you ever watched the Super Bowl? And he said, yeah, of course. And I said, have you heard of the astronomical fees that some companies pay for a 30-second spot, like $3 million, $4 million for a 30-second spot in a Super Bowl commercial? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, why do you think that those companies pay that exorbitant amount of money to advertise on the Super Bowl? And he says, I don't know. And I said, because it works. And like I said, it just ended up with me trying to convince this guy. And after a while, I saw that I was getting nowhere, and got up, shook the guy's hand, and said, well, left my proposal with him, of course, and said, hey, if you ever change your mind, left him my card, and that was that. But I just wanted to share that with you guys today, and just wanted to see what you thought about it, and just wanted to tell you that if you haven't experienced this before, you will, especially if you deal with people. It is just going to be one of those days if you operate a business, especially a business that deals with a variety of people, and especially a variety of people that are smart enough to own a business, smart enough to put things together, very good organizers, but lack ability in other areas of business. And I wish him well. I wish him much success, but I also hope that one day he realizes that advertising is a big part of owning owning not just a small business, but any business. But that's about it. And just wanted to let off a little steam with you guys. Hope you enjoyed this upload, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Peace.